Hey everybody, it's Armchair. Don't let whatever title I decided to use for this video fool you. This is a fun video, and this is something that I wanted to bring up because I've just been very excited about this over the past, I guess, a couple of months now. But in order to get the proper context, I did want to bring up something in particular. I really don't like subscription services anymore. I only get access to them through my parents, and even then I still don't really use them. If it weren't for things like For All Mankind, Star City, or some shitty movie that I want to watch with my fiancé, just to laugh at the absurdity of it, like War of the Worlds 2025, starring Ice Cube, then I simply would not be using those things. One, I want to decrease my digital footprint as much as I can, save this channel and other important things that I'll need to keep in order to, well, keep myself in the loop in businesses and things. And two, you get better quality with physical media, and it's much more easily accessible. Now, I do have to give a little bit of context for that too, because there's a reason why I kind of started going down this direction of collecting physical media. It started because I wanted to watch a couple of movies on YouTube, and, well, I just wanted to see the movies that my dad watched in the 80s when he was a kid, when watching Terminator at 6 years old was was routine for him, basically. He saw all the movies as a kid. Predator, RoboCop, again, I said Terminator, Aliens, all the classics that I want to see myself. And RoboCop was free to watch on YouTube with ads. That's not a new thing. I mean, I was able to watch Godzilla 1998 on there, as well as a bunch of other movies. All three of the Abrams Star Trek movies. Watership Down was another one that I watched because I was just interested in the concept. But I wanted to watch RoboCop at that moment. So I decided to whip it out, again, free with ads. I watched it. I noticed some weird dubs that were added, and it was to censor some of the profanity that was in the movie. And it was really jarring because of how bad it sounded, and just, it didn't fit at all. The best way I can describe how shitty this dub was, it's like trying to cover a wound you have, but instead of using a Band-Aid because you're out of Band-Aids, you use the wet and sticky rubber bands that you found under the fridge. On top of that, they straight up cut scenes from the movie. Now, are some of these scenes that were cut appropriate for kids? I haven't seen the movie all the way through on YouTube, so probably not. But when was this movie ever appropriate for kids that are 6 years old? It's f***ing RoboCop. Like, come on, YouTube. I get they're trying to quote-unquote cater the website for kids, even though YouTube Kids exists. And of course, I need not remind you the implications of the changes that they're making. They say are for kids, but we all know the reason. But, you know, that's what you expect from big business nowadays. Discord much, and modern YouTube, all the other big social platforms. But I look at what's going on with YouTube movies and what's available to me, and I says to myself, no. I don't have to sit and cope with the quality of what I'm watching here on YouTube. I could just get the DVDs and VHS tapes and watch the movies as they were intended. Even if they're shitty. Especially if they're shitty. I love bad movies very much. So that started me on my physical media journey. I'll probably get it more into video games too, but for now I'm sticking with cinema. And I've been having a lot of fun going to Goodwill and Savers. I don't know if there's a Savers anywhere other than... Yeah, there probably are, but there's some Savers in Utah, as well as plenty of Goodwill stores. Of course there are Goodwill stores absolutely everywhere. And guess what I was able to pick up for 50 cents? Independence Day on VHS. We're watching that tonight with family, and I'm very excited to watch it. It already looks cool. The quality's terrible, but that almost kind of adds to the novelty of it. It's like vinyl, really. You don't get vinyl records for the sound quality. You just get it for the vibe of what you're seeing. And I mean, I was also able to get a bunch of DVDs from my grandparents' attic. We got a bunch of good ones. We got Predator, we got Aliens, Apollo 13, a couple of the original Star Wars movies, Star Trek 2009, the Avatar movie, that is the James Cameron movie, Death Star, which I think is an astronomy documentary. My grandpa really liked space stuff. He was involved in aerospace. And, of course, what you would all expect, 2 discs of the Enchanted movie. My grandpa really liked that movie for some reason. I can't tell you why we had 2, but we got 2. On top of getting all of those discs, as well as me stocking up on some VHS movies that I got from Goodwill, from Savers, and from, I think, Retro Replay, which is a store in Provo. I was able to get some tapes of West Side Story, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Star Trek II Wrath of Khan, Back to the Future, Godzilla 1998, Day After Tomorrow, a bunch of really just fun movies that we could watch all together. We still have 2, not 1, but 2 working VHS players. One of which I'll be taking back with me to Provo, which I'm very excited to have movie nights with my roommates once I get up there. And for the discs and the Blu-rays, I have a dedicated DVD player, especially for the Blu-rays, since my PS2 can't really do that. And as a little bonus, I was able to get some of my old Handycam cameras working. We got 2 of them. One of the batteries is completely cacked and we don't have Super 8 or High 8 film, which it needs that to film stuff. But we do have film and working batteries for our smaller Sony Handycam. I was able to take that with me with my fiance. We were looking at birds with it. It was super funny to use, especially in 2026, when digital film has long phased out. But it was really cool to have this over 20-year-old tech with us still rocking it out. I can see myself becoming a hobbyist in this little space that I made for myself, because I think old tech is cool, and I think media preservation is very important, especially nowadays, where the world is riddled with subscription service. It's up to my eyes, and I'd like to breathe a little bit, and just take a step back and appreciate what we've had in the past, and just share it with other people. So here's my little outlet to kind of audibly share that to people that aren't really physically there to appreciate all of this in person. And yeah, that's about it. Hope that was interesting. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys again very soon.